More now on our continuing series, The Fugitive Doctor and the Scars Left Behind. For the past 4 years, Cincinnati doctor Atiq Durrani has been on the run from federal authorities, charged with healthcare fraud and accused of performing unnecessary surgeries. Federal prosecutors are trying to get him back from Pakistan, where they believe he has been hiding out. More than 500 patients have filed civil lawsuits wanting Durrani and the hospitals where Durrani operated to pay up.
Tonight I sit down with one of those families. They say this doctor hurt not just one, but two of their kids. They have filed two separate lawsuits claiming the surgeries never should have happened.
I have a 9-month-old. I can barely pick him up.
Caitlin Kaufman Houston is only 29, but she has such excruciating pain in her back, hips, and legs that she feels 3 times her age.
What am I going to tell my kid? Like, Mommy can't run around and play with you. Mommy can't carry you.
What hurts the most is Caitlin says this never should have happened.
I'd be good as new. He'd fix me, he said. He'd like to say he'd fix me.
When Caitlin was 21, she was having some nagging backaches and numbness from sports and competitive cheerleading. She went to see Dr. Atiq Durrani, and on the very first visit,
he said that if I didn't have surgery right away, that I wouldn't be able to walk again, and that my right leg would become paralyzed. I was terrified. I was thinking, he's supposed to be this renowned doctor. He's, came from Children's. They have such a reputation for being the best of the best. And if he came from there, he must be good. What else do you think?
8 years later, Caitlin now walks with a permanent limp and says she needs a wheelchair just to do little things like take her little boy to the zoo. But this was a family affair.
He stated that our first son didn't have the surgery, spinal fusion surgery, that he would be a hunchback.
Not only has Caitlin filed a civil lawsuit in Hamilton County claiming the surgery was medically unnecessary and improperly performed, so has her big brother Josh. Darren Kaufman is their father. And you guys actually recommend Durrani?
We do. We do. And her mother and I feel awful. I mean, we feel like we didn't do our due diligence and that we let our children down.
Darren says he and his wife met Dr. Durrani 3 years before Caitlin was having problems back in 2007. Josh was 15 at the time and an aspiring collegiate baseball star. And just like when Caitlin met Dr. Durrani years later, Darren says surgery was the only option. There was no physical therapy, no injections, nothing that could have helped you.
No recommendation of that at all. The only option he gave us was surgery to fix it.
Both Caitlin and Josh say they were in more pain after their surgeries than before. But it wasn't until 2013, when Dr. Durrani was hit with federal healthcare fraud charges, that they became alarmed.
I couldn't believe it. This, again, this renowned physician, he's supposed to be the best of the best, and now he's being federally prosecuted, and I was blown away.
After digging into their medical history and talking with other specialists, Darren questions why either one of his kids had surgery on their backs.
They weren't even that broken, so it's not like it took an experienced surgeon to try to fix them. They didn't need surgery.
Only Caitlin had surgery at Westchester Hospital. Her lawsuit alleges when Dr. Durrani operated on her there in 2010, his surgical privileges were suspended. Her civil complaint says Westchester never informed her that Durrani was suspended and that he performed more than 30 surgeries while he was under suspension at Westchester.
Durrani's taken a lot from me, but I'll never let him take my spirit or my fight.
Dr. Durrani denies any wrongdoing. Westchester Hospital and its owner, UC Health, in court filings have denied any wrongdoing in Caitlin's case. When I reached out to UC Health, they told me they don't comment on pending litigation. But 10 years after meeting the doctor they thought was going to heal them, the pain for Caitlin, her brother, and her family continues, inside and out.
I want him to come back. I want to look him in the face, and I want him to see what he's done to me.
I don't want to see his expression on his face. I want to pound his face.
Caitlin has had 2 more surgeries since Dr. Durrani operated on her, but has permanent nerve damage. Her brother Josh says he has chronic pain every day too.